Hello buddy, welcome back to another video here on Speedy Racing. Today, it's a bit of a, a shorter one. Today we're looking at a new update that Reiza have released for Automobilista 2. Mainly with the new cars being the new Formula Hybrid Gen 1s that you can see here, and the retro Formula Edge that takes over from the Formula V12 class. It's a very welcomed addition. And in this video we're going to do two short races, one in the Formula Gens, or Formula Hybrids, and one in the Formula Edge, around Montreal and Spa respectively. So sit back, relax, and let's see how these cars handle. Right, so here we are at Montreal, getting away on the line in these new hybrid cars. Going into turn one, locking up there. Though that I do notice a bit more with the modern, or these cars, is that they do lock up quite easily.
Right side, clear right.
So I do end up setting the braking force a bit backwards a bit. But anyway, going through it, nice little corners. These are, I think this is, a new favourite modern car to drive. Obviously, this class was in Automobilista 1, I believe. Never played it, but I'm pretty sure I heard it being in there. But instead of a copy and paste, they have actually reamped it.
Alright, Adam.
New model, I think. Here we go. Going down to the hairpin now. Not going to make a move. That's probably going to be a bit of a dumb move. And also, if you can see, in the middle as well, we've got the new hub with the estimated fuel we've actually got on the car. That was something that, is going to be incredibly useful. Both for single player and online racing. As we're going down here, I've got automatic EOS enabled.
2 laps left. We're on for a podium.
I really don't want to get tangled in these pair. So I can make a bit of a move down it. No, not going to work. Made a bit of a contact with him. It's going to be really hesitant here. I really don't want to get in the middle of these two. But yeah, but these cars, they feel amazing. I think the only issues I've got with them, sometimes when they slide, they feel a bit weird.
Car in front is
But that could be with me. They just lock up really easy, but I presume that's only because I've only really played the F1 games and F1 cars, and obviously I presume that game it's a lot harder to lock up than in here, and it is a bit of a pain when you lock up because you can actually feel the vibrations. Anyway, coming up to an ultimate straight. Don't get DRS, but I've just remembered it's after 3 laps, not 1. I don't know why I backed off there. I think the brakes just feel a bit unnatural. I can't tell what it is, but obviously they're just really strong.
It's retired. The leader is just done 118.
Oh, and we've got a safety car.
Of course, yellow. Safety
Well,
car's
that's,
coming out. Okay, Adam, 1 more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. One position behind Bergman. We think that Cortez has crashed. We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay.
I wonder what's happened there. Looks like we're finishing the race on the safety car, but these cars, they do feel quite, they feel good. I mean, I'm not going to diss Reiza for making an unnatural car. Just some parts of it may feel a bit unnatural, but I'm going around here. The tyres, especially in the new update, the 1.7 tyre model preview, pretty much. They do feel, you do feel them a lot more.
Cortez has just retired.
If I'm doing weaving here, I'm not getting much oversteer, or if I do, I feel it. Going through it, I'm not getting oversteer. I think the car feels a lot more planted. I think that's how it is. Another thing, actually, and someone mentioned this, and I don't play VR, or I always have like a HUD. So you can't see the EOS on the wheel. That's okay to a degree as long as you got a hub, but obviously if you're playing VR and you don't really want a hub, that's going to be an issue. But
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
Yeah, well, that's our race done now. Let's go on to the Formula Edge. Right, here we are in Spa-Francorchamps in the Formula Edge cars as we go now.
On your right. Hold your line.
And at turn 1, not really
Still there.
piling it into anyone. Get another
Hold
3
your
lap
line.
race, probably a bit longer than
Clear
the
right.
race that we did around Montreal. We're going down the hill now, going up Rouge. Oh, again, this could go very horribly. Whoa! I'm in the not so powerful car, now I'm in the V8, so
Right side.
everyone's just passing me.
Car right.
Very humbling experience,
right.
but I'm going to try to get them
Right
in the
side.
corners.
Clear right.
I think,
Good start.
you know, this class feels quite neutral. I would say it's quite easy to do. You know, I think, you know, I really put my foot down
Just in the race.
and it doesn't feel too bad. It feels, you know, it feels fairly planted. You know, I'm not gonna complain, I'm not gonna whine about it. It does feel like a, you know, a decent car to drive. Obviously, you can tell, you know, there's less downforce than, you know, previous models, but that was only because this class is based on the 1995 season. You know what happened the year before? The FAA had to kind of stand in and kind of bar a lot of the aerodynamic stuff. So obviously this car's not going to feel as planted as, you know, a car from a year ago or two. Again, you know, that's only because that was regulations. There's nothing wrong with this car in terms of like how it's feeling on like a physics standpoint. So we're just gonna see if we can. Oh, let's see. Yeah, still flicks out a bit there. I think that was something that
Two laps
always,
remaining.
I think going into first
Car
corner.
right. Clear right.
Again, gonna struggle to put the power down now. So we're gonna go up Eau Rouge for a second
Okay,
time.
Adam, the next car is Marty.
Oh. Again, the lack in the V8 is coming in clutch. Apparently there is another update coming in the coming weeks, so obviously that being Reiza, that's going to be about half a year now. But no, their updates, obviously they're worth the wait, they're a very small studio. I've come to find out over the last year or two,
Clear right.
you know, that they've only got a small base in Brazil, so obviously, you know, they're very small and they're not the most, I wouldn't say well equipped, because obviously they've made stuff like this, but obviously, you know, they're more likely to have delays compared to, you know, EA or something. But this is just so much better than the last Formula, I think was it V12 it was called. That only had one car. It's nice to have a bit more variety. I can't really tell much difference between the Model 2 and 3. Nothing wrong with that, obviously there's a different engine in it and they've got different character type. But it would have been nice if, you know, there was a bit more of a difference between the two cars, as we're kind of getting a bit mixed up with Chun and Chun. But I can't wait for the skin packs to come out for these classes. The 95 and 2016. Oh,
Right side. Clear
just
right.
gained one place. Let's see if we can get another.
Left side.
Yes, sir.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Push, push, push. Catch this car.
These cars just feel,
to go.
they feel so neutral. Like they feel like you can push them. They're not really skittish. For some people, that's good. For some people, it isn't. But it feels like a car that I can push and I still be really comfortable with. I feel like this one. I'm going to get humbled. Can we block? I'm going
Car
to
left.
get the inside line. Oh, we've got another guy as well.
Three
Oh,
wide,
this
you're
could
in
be
the
a bit
middle.
of a
Clear right, you're in the middle. Clear
really
right, clear all round.
see if I can really
Clear right.
chuck something down it. Can I
Car left.
pimp out
Clear
to
left.
again? The AI just feels so good. Overall, this update it's kind of come out of nowhere, admittedly. I thought it was an April Fool's joke when I first saw it, because this was kind of not on the agenda. But you know, it does feel really good, this update.
Okay, the next car is Mark.
New tyre, I should do a race one day in the GT3, just seeing how those deal with it, because that's a class that I've always thought needed some work on. This AI is actually quite good. I'm actually quite surprised. Let's see if I can get him.
On your left.
Yes.
Still there. Clear left.
Right, now let's go through it. And we're going to cross the finish line now. Obviously not a points position, but
Stick at the win.
oh, that's still not a points.
Lisa, well done, mate. That's the finish.
But yeah, that was a good lap. Overall, this update is just brilliant. You know, obviously it's a small update, I think. But obviously, I think this year, except for doing one big update, they're kind of doing it in small intervals. I think 1.7 is going to bring a lot of new stuff, but I think over the year they kind of want it to be kind of short and consistent. I'm looking forward for what they've got in the next week or two, what they were saying, because I believe those could be the 2001, and those cars
On your
I'm
left.
really interested in
Clear left.
buying. But overall, and again, another amazing update from Reiza, and they should really be, you know, chuffed for themselves. Because, you know, I've only heard good feedback from it.
On your right.
What's that?
On your line. Clear right.
Overall, I think a good update. That's all I can say. Right, so to sum up the video, this update, again from Reiza, is a brilliant update. It introduces a bunch of new cars, a refresh class, another new class, and a few features that I haven't really spoken about, but you know, the dirty air, the new tyre smoke, it's all brilliant, and to be fair, I really love it. The AI as well has been improved as well. Overall, I would say this update really puts Reiza in a good position for the future, and I am looking for, being the first update this year, I am looking forward for the following updates to follow, that being with some new Formula cars, that's already been teased a couple of months back, and also with the 1.7 drop coming later this year. Overall, I'm very happy with it, and if you don't have Ultimate AMS2 now, I think it's about time you should get it, because it is, honestly, you're missing out big time. It is one of the best single player racing games there is out there, and I don't see any issue with it for now. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it would be really much appreciated, and until next time, take care, bye bye.